Skinny girls weak, them hoes don't compare. Junk in the trunk looking like 2 pairs. Woo, got me hotter than a sauna. Ass so fat, make me wanna thank your mama. Ass so fat, I think I need a lap dance. Ass so fat, about to pop out of them pants.
So today, you guys, I'm back with another $10 budget-friendly meal. Today, I'm about to show you guys how I make my stuffed chicken breast with cornbread stuffing and gravy. And it's so good, and it's affordable, and it's bomb. I'm pretty much using everything that I need for this dish. It's stuff I already have in the house. When I get a chance, I know I said this before, I'm going to do like a pantry tour of like some of the stuff that I have to have in my pantry, so that, you know, if I am in a pinch and I need to make a bomb meal, I have pretty much the stuff that I need already for me to do that. And some of the stuff is like, you know, like my cream of chicken, my stuffing, like some potatoes, you know, crushed tomatoes, tomato sauce, coconut milk, rice, pasta, all that kind of stuff I have to have in my pantry at all time. But anyway, y'all know I'm super chatty. If you want to see how I make my stuffed chicken breast, stay tuned. Okay, so we have our chicken breast here. This is about 2 pounds. And we're going to go ahead and get these out of the package, clean them up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my chicken breast in a bowl. These are nice and thinly sliced. That really is going to save me some time, because y'all know I like to break down my chicken. But look at that, it's already done for you. Okay, can't beat that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a little splash of apple cider vinegar. Okay, next I'm going to add in some sazon con todo. This is pretty much just adobo with sazon in it already. I'm going to add some in. Next I'm going to add in some coarse ground black pepper. You guys know I love some pepper. This is the one I'm using. A little bit more. I love pepper. Now I'm gonna add in a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, and a little paprika. And now we're gonna go ahead and mix this all up. Okay, so this looks good. I'm going to go ahead and cover this with some plastic wrap and let it marinate in the fridge for a couple hours, and then we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so it's the next day. I have the chicken out the fridge. It's coming to room temperature. Right here, I cut up a quarter of a red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and half of a white onion. And we're about to saute these up. So over here I have my pan heating up. I'm going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of real sweet cream salted butter. You guys, this recipe is super easy. This is a good after work, after school kind of recipe. If you in quarantine, then let's get real. You tired of cooking all these big gourmet meals? This is a quick recipe for you to just put together, and it's inexpensive and it's good. So let's go ahead and melt this butter down. Okay, so that's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and add the cut up veggies. Ooh, look how pretty and colorful that looks. Huh? So the smell of the peppers and onions and stuff, when it hits that butter, it smells so good. I ain't even gonna lie. So to this, I'm not going to season it crazy heavy, because the gravy has salt, the stuffing mix has salt, the chicken is seasoned. So we're not going to go too crazy. So I'm going to put a little bit of sazon, the adobo, some black pepper. You guys know I love my black pepper. A little garlic powder. And my garlic powder is salt free, you guys. So it's pure dehydrated garlic. And I'm gonna add a little poultry seasoning. Poultry seasoning has salt in it, so I'm gonna just go lightly with it. Just that much. Now let's saute this up and cook these veggies down. Okay, so this looks good. Oh, it smells so good. Yum. Okay, that's perfect. So you guys, for the stuffing mix, I'm going to be using this great value cornbread stuffing mix. You can, of course, make your own. This is a like inexpensive recipe, so I didn't make my own. If you want to make your own cornbread, it's super easy. I use a cup of all-purpose flour, a cup of yellow cornmeal, 2/3 cups sugar. I use 1 egg, half a teaspoon of salt. I use you know what? I'll put it on the screen. All the stuff for my homemade cornbread. So then after you make the cornbread, you cool it off. Then you break the cornbread up once it's cool, and then I add in some chicken stock and some poultry seasoning and just other seasonings, and that's how I make my cornbread stuffing. But we're gonna use this right here because it's easier and it's inexpensive, and you probably already have this in your cabinet. So this is what we're gonna be using. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add the cornbread mix. And then I'm going to add a 14.5 ounce can of chicken broth. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and mix this up. Let it come to temp and just let the cornbread suck up the chicken broth. Then once it does that, we're gonna let it cool to where it's cool enough for us to touch it by hand to put in the chicken breast, and then we'll be back. Okay, so as you see, all of the liquid has been absorbed and it's cooked. We're gonna go ahead and turn this fire off and let this cool down so that we can handle it by hand. That smells so good. Okay, so I have the stuffing mixture pretty much cooled. I need to look in here and see how many chicken cutlets I have so I know how many mounds to make. So let me count this real quick. Okay, so this stuffing mixture is cooled. I'm gonna go ahead and make some mounds or logs and put them in a tinfoil pan. You'll see. Okay, so we made our stuffing mounds. Now we're gonna go ahead and top these with the chicken cutlets. So this is the way I'm doing it. If you want to do the big chicken cutlets and split them in the middle and stuff them through the middle, you can do it that way. But I'm gonna do mine this way. That's a big one. Maybe I should put that one on this one. Yeah, that's better. This is gonna be good. Fix that a little bit. Make sure they're nice and separated. Okay, so we got our chicken breast stuffed. I'm just gonna top this with a little paprika, just for a little color, even though we're gonna do a sauce. So I'm gonna cover these with tin foil, and then I'm gonna cook it for about 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna check on it and pour the sauce over. In about 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna make my sauce. This liquid right here that's left over from the chicken marinating, don't throw it out. We're gonna use that to make our sauce. So reserve that. That little bit right there. Don't throw that away. It's like super full of flavor. So I'm gonna, let me cover these up and toast them in the oven. 350 for about 20 minutes. Okay, so right here I have some fresh string beans. These are like real whole green beans. I'm gonna go ahead and snip, you know, the stems off, rinse them, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just got my string beans in the pan. The pan's heating up. I'm gonna cook these super simple. So I'm gonna add a little olive oil, some adobo, a little lemon pepper, some Tony's, and some garlic powder. Usually I would use minced garlic, but I don't have any. Everything that I use for this recipe is stuff that I had. I am in the process of moving and I'm really trying to use up what I have here. So usually I would add some minced garlic. That is that. These were still a little frozen. I'm not going to add any liquid to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the top on the pot. I have the fire on super low. It's going to start to release some liquid. As you can see, it's already starting to release liquid. We're going to go ahead and use that liquid. And then we're going to reduce that liquid down and saute it. So that's what we're doing. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the top on and trap that steam in here. So these are perfect, so I'm going to go ahead and turn them out. Okay, so these are halfway done. Let's go ahead and make the sauce. So here is my bowl with that leftover marinade. Here I have a 10.5 ounce can of cream of chicken. I'll go ahead and add that in. Next, I'm going to fill up this can with some whole milk and add that. And next we're gonna go ahead and just mix this up. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and pour the sauce on top. Okay, so now we're gonna put this back in the oven, let it finish cooking, let it brown some. This sauce is gonna reduce some, and it's gonna be all nice and good. But first I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper. I know I love my pepper. A little parsley. And a little Tony's. Just a little bit. Okay, that's it. We're gonna go ahead and put this back in the oven for like another 20 minutes uncovered and let this brown up and reduce.